Today I wanted to tell you about my impressions on a Nikon Coolpix B700. In last video I compared it with Coolpix P900, so be sure to check that comparison also if you already didn't. In this video we will take a closer look strictly at B700. Body is made of plastic. However, it's rather good quality. Whole material has that fine texture and it's definitely well suited in camera of this type. Dial's movement is quite precise. Buttons are small and it's sometimes quite challenging to change something while not looking at the camera, especially if you got bigger hands, but with time you could probably get used to it. Build quality is nothing to write home about, it's decent. Viewfinder is honestly terrible. It's so small to the level that it's almost painful to use, which is not a surprise for me. Most compact bridge cameras have similar viewfinders. Unfortunately, manufacturers don't care so much about that. Anyway, it's still a useful feature that is nice to have. Screen quality is decent to look at, but it often misrepresents how photos really look, failing to provide real color accuracy. That said, for an average consumer it should be completely sufficient. I am also not a fan of no protective layer on the LCD. Unfortunately, I scratched B700 screen a little bit, and I don't know why it happened. I thought I was very careful with it. But that's how it is with naked screens without any protection. For example, all of the Nikon DSLRs has glass cover that protects the screen from scratches. Camera is easy to use. I like the user interface, it's very minimalistic. Nikon did awesome improvement in this aspect. People not very familiar with tech shouldn't have much problems, but more advanced users have tools they need also. Camera has PSAM modes on the dial and extra sections when entering those modes in the settings, so you can play with exposure, shutter speed, white balance and ISO. Camera has 60 times optical zoom, that's 24 to 1440 mm in equivalent of 35 mm. It's really fun to use. You can reach so much things, and it will be definitely fun for many people and a nice toy that potentially could be introduction to photography journey for some. One universal camera that provides macro, telephoto and shooting in normal condition. That's how I see super zoom camera like this one. However, if you want true photo or video quality, then you should definitely consider something else. DSLR, mirrorless, or just something with bigger sensor. Autofocus could be faster and more precise. It's slow and I sometimes had problems getting it to focus on some objects. I wish they would put some more recent system there, like face detect autofocus, found in some smartphone cameras for example. Stabilization is well functioning, it provides good comfort when shooting handheld with zoom, I cannot really complain there. Let's get into the photo quality. On the first glance, photos are sharp, well balanced and accurate in terms of color reproduction. Dynamic range is on a good level. For an average consumer, results should be more than enough, especially daytime shots with plenty of light. Just don't expect DSLR or mirrorless level of detail. You can see that photos in the crop have the typical smaller sensor flatness and they are not so rich, detailed looking. Things are kind of worse with poor light conditions. Camera isn't very bright. f3.3 aperture at 24 mm. That combined with small sensor will get you no so satisfying results, especially when we talk about low light performance. Often camera wants to significantly lower shutter speed, making it little hard to shoot something handheld. Anyone with flagship smartphone will immediately notice that. Unfortunately, cameras in smartphones these days have more recent technologies put into them than forgotten bridge cameras with outdated technology. Manufacturers should put more effort to improve them, but we all know it is how it is. In terms of video quality, Full HD videos are not very impressive. There is noise and whole image is blurry without much details. That 4K video capability makes a difference, making videos significantly better, sharper and more detailed. Results vary with amount of light. In good light, image is much better than in low light. In low light condition, you will get a lot of noise and loss of detail. To sum up, Coolpix B700 is worth buying if you really need universal bridge camera with large zoom, and that 4K video is an absolute must. It provides good quality photos, it's pretty small and has its telephoto potential. Just remember that it's only a super zoom bridge camera. Don't expect superb image and video quality performance. If you want more zoom and you got slightly more cash, then you should probably consider Coolpix P900 with 83x optical zoom. Thanks for watching, subscribe and rate my video if you want. See ya!